Hey, have you ever heard about the Battle of Franklin? It's like one of those pivotal moments in the Civil War that doesn't get talked about enough.
You mean the one in Tennessee?
Yeah.
I've read a bit about it, but fill me in on the details.
Okay, so picture this. It's November 30th, 1864, and Confederate General John Bell Hood is, well, he's desperate to take back Tennessee.
Right after Sherman's march to the sea, right?
Exactly.
Hood's forces had taken a beating.
Yeah, so instead of chasing Sherman, Hood decides to go north, hoping to crush Union forces under General John Schofield before they can regroup in Nashville.
Bold move. So what happened next?
Well, after a huge blunder at Spring Hill, like they literally let the Union Army slip past them overnight, Schofield sets up defenses in Franklin.
Wait, they just let them walk by?
I know, right?
It's one of the biggest Confederate mistakes of the war.
So Hood is furious, and he decides to do what he does best, order a full-scale frontal assault.
Charging straight into fortified positions?
Exactly.
Brilliant strategy, huh?
So around sunset, Hood sends nearly 20,000 men charging over 2 miles of open ground towards the Union defenses.
2 miles? That's
Yeah.
a huge distance under fire.
And the Union soldiers are dug in with trenches and barricades. They must have thought it was it's like watching someone trying to punch through a brick wall.
Yeah, talk about a suicide mission. Seriously? That's impressive.
But Schofield had set up multiple fallback positions. So even when they broke through, they just hit another line of defense. It was like trying to break into a house with, 5 front doors.
Right. So they were prepared for Hood's aggression.
Exactly. And the fighting around the Carter House was some of the most brutal. Soldiers were literally fighting hand to hand, stabbing each other through windows.
That's intense.
Yeah,
The level of desperation must have been insane.
it was. By nightfall, the attack had failed miserably. Hood's army suffered over 6,000 casualties in just a few hours.
6,000 in a few hours? That's catastrophic.
And get this, 14 Confederate generals were killed or wounded. 14, plus 55 regimental commanders.
That's like decimating the leadership.
Exactly. It was a devastating blow, but Hood still orders his army to march towards Nashville afterward.
Wait, after all that, he didn't
Yep.
reconsider his strategy?
Nope, he was relentless, or maybe stubborn is a better word.
Sounds more like reckless to me.
Yeah, you could say that. The Battle of Franklin essentially crippled his army. It made Union victory in Tennessee almost a sure thing.
It's fascinating how one bad decision can turn the tide like that.
Absolutely. And the soldiers who fought there described the battlefield as one giant funeral. It was that horrific.
That's haunting.
Yeah.
The cost of such tactics was immense.
You know, it's a stark reminder of how courage and sacrifice can be overshadowed by poor leadership. Well, some argue that he was under pressure to make bold moves, but charging fortified positions was not the smartest choice. Possibly. But Hood was known for aggressive tactics. It's like he couldn't see any other way.
That's tragic.
It
so
is.
many lives lost because of it.
And the irony is, if he had waited or chosen a different strategy, the outcome might have been different.
Hindsight is 20/20, I guess.
True, but it's a lesson in the importance of adaptable leadership.
Agreed. So what's the legacy of the Battle of Franklin today?
Well, Franklin now serves as a solemn reminder of the war's brutality. They've preserved parts of the battlefield, like the Carter House, to honor those who fought and died.
That's important.
Yeah,
Remembering history helps us learn from past mistakes.
exactly. And if there's one takeaway, it's that blind bravery without sound strategy can lead to disaster.
Well said. Maybe charging into fortified trenches isn't the best plan after all.
Haha, yeah, maybe not.
Thanks for sharing this. It's been really enlightening.
No problem.
Yeah,
It's a chapter of history that deserves more attention.
definitely. Let's make sure more people hear about it.
Sounds good. Until next time.
Mm-hmm.